First up, though, this afternoon, working from home. Its viability has been questioned many times since COVID, and it appears now it's set to become an issue at the ballot box for this year's federal election. 133693. Do you still have flexible working arrangements with your employer? Have you been forced back into the office? And where it is possible, should working from home remain an option for workers, either in the public or private sector? I'm keen for you to weigh in here. 133693. Opposition leader Peter Dutton believes public servants should be back in the office full-time. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says he'll continue to support the right of Australian workers to have flexibility when it comes to working from home. Now, I must admit, on this, I find myself agreeing with the Prime Minister. Whilst it's easy to say everyone should be back in the office 9 to 5, 5 days a week, like it or not, COVID changed the way we work. The evolution of technology has made it seamless to connect and work collaboratively, while employers and employees have both benefited from such arrangements. Many businesses have cut back on office space, making significant savings when it comes to rent and office supplies. And of course, employees have the benefit of more time with family and greater access to home comforts, be it the park, the gym, or simply being able to pick up the kids from school. Now, by no means do I believe people should work from home 100% of the time. That's not realistic. But flexible work arrangements are a reality in 2025. Maybe it's a 50-50 split. Maybe it's 3 days in the office and a couple at home. There's no doubt that having that face-to-face time with colleagues and attending meetings is important. But so too, and we hear it time and time again, is work-life balance. A happy employee is a productive employee. And you know what? For those that abuse the system and aren't getting their work done or meeting deadlines, back in the office you go. Punish those who abuse the system by taking the right to work from home away from them. Take it away from those who abuse the system specifically. But I must admit, I find the idea of workers being back in the office 5 days a week is a 1995 way of thinking, not 2025. I want to hear from you. 133693. When it comes to working from home, should it be permitted? Because it seems as though it is going to be an issue at the ballot box in 2025. Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister, sees it one way. The opposition leader, when it comes specifically to public sector workers, sees it another. And it could very well sway many independent voters. I want to hear from you. 133693. Sue Elson is a career expert, joins me this afternoon. Sue, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Shane.
Is the hybrid model the right model?
Well, I think it has a huge number of advantages. And obviously, before COVID, the average number of people working from home was around 20%. Since COVID, it's gone up to 33% on average. But in terms of the public service in Canberra, it's as high as 60% of people working from home. So I can understand in this particular case why Peter Dutton said, there's a bit of a concern there. But overall, there's a huge number of people who benefit, not just women and parents, carers, people with disabilities, people who are neurodivergent, can't cope with the noise or the chaos of a working place. I mean, there's many people who would find it more advantageous and it would be much better for them.
When we talk about that 61% of public service workers in Canberra working from home, is that working from home 100% of the time?
Oh, I don't have the specific statistics on that. But if you consider it, if the average is at 33 and somewhere they're 61, that's considerably higher. But also what you need to think about is a lot of public service jobs could potentially be put in an electronic format, whereas I'm quite sure we don't want a bricklayer working from home, stacking the bricks on our new home.
And I mean, that's where it comes. A lot of people out there will say, well, I can't work from home. Why should anyone be allowed to work from home? But different jobs allow different benefits. Again, if you're a flight attendant or a pilot, one of the great benefits of that job is you get fairly reduced airfares to fly around the world. Now, one of the benefits of being in an office job, I would think, since COVID, is that ability to work flexibly and do some of the work from home.
And a lot of people will tell you that they're actually more productive working from home, where they've got everything set up. But the other interesting thing that's come into this particular argument is the fact that the Prime Minister was saying, yes, we want to get you to work from home. Then there's the energy allowance. And then there's, all these other little sweeteners to try and change all of this. But one of the things that I think we should actually be really considering is getting more people to work close to home. So what's happened also since COVID is a lot of people left public transport during COVID and they haven't gone back on. So there's a huge reduction in people using public transport, which means there's more cars on the road for the people who are going to work. And there's lots of other little things in this mix here now that make just the concept of or the argument around working from home or not working from home, I guess there's just a lot more variables in all of it. And I'd like to see if we are going to have this discussion, we look at multiple factors, not just work from home or not work from home.
Do you think in 2025 it is realistic to expect 100% of the, and again, let's use the public sector as the example, to see 100% of the public sector back in the office 5 days a week, 9 to 5? No, I think if you want the top talent will not tolerate that. They want the flexibility. And that's just not Generation Z. It's every age range wants flexible work practices. And a lot of people will not apply for jobs unless there are flexible work practices. And if they don't advertise them, they won't even consider applying for a job if it's not mentioned on the job ad. Would you agree too that, again, in 2025, and I think that the world evolved and kind of got a wake-up call during COVID that because of the technology available, that working from home, this flexible working, was a possibility. Therefore, if there isn't that work-from-home option, as you say, people may go, oh, well, I'll find another job. I'll work elsewhere.
Correct.
I'll do something else because I need that, be it for my kids, be it as a carer, be it because at lunchtime I want to go down to the local cafe and catch up with John and Michael for a coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we've got used to that flexible lifestyle, and Australians have long been known as the country where we work to live, not live to work.
Yeah.
And obviously there's been a lot of productivity improvements that have gone with that. I know one particular business owner who would like his staff in the office more often because he's noticed that since it's gone to work from home, they clock on, roughly 9:15, whereas when they had to be at work by 9 o'clock, they were at work by 9 o'clock. So he's noticed a little bit of, I guess the point I'm making is you've got to be strong on leadership, but if you are strong on leadership, whether you're working from home or not working from home, you can actually make things work. And I think, a lot of people would hate it if they had that option taken away from them.
Yes, I tend to agree. Sue Olson, career expert. Appreciate your time.